Alrighty, this is our first episode. My name is Laura. I'm the cameraman. And the person you are currently looking at is Julie. Woo!
I almost forgot my name. Anyways, we're sitting outside of my house. It's really creepy because earlier tonight, before we hung out, I was outside. Don't ask why. Okay. But me and my mom were outside, and she said a man walked into my shack. You can't see it. He walked
It's
into the
behind
shack.
us, and honestly, I don't want to look.
I don't either. But yeah, he walked into the shack, and he never came out. And when I got picked up, there was nobody there. And behind Laura, there's a, you can't see it either, it's really dark out, but there's a little blue thing in my yard.
Yeah, sorry
So
guys.
The other day, there was a little boy, really, he was like 6, but he had like navy clothing, were all raggedy and worn, and he had his leather shoe, it was a worn leather shoe, he was holding it like this, and staring at this field behind me. You can't see it either.
We'll go in the daytime, people. Yeah. I promise.
Yeah, he was standing there for like 5 minutes straight, and we asked if he was okay and what he was doing, but he just took off running, and he ran across the street and into this field.
Which I know you can't see because of the cruddy weather.
Yeah, and he just kind of disappeared. And then last night, we were here.
Me and her.
Yeah, she dropped me off. We heard this creepy laugh on my porch. You can't see it. We'll show you sometime during the day. Tour of my house. Woo! Yeah, we heard the creepy laugh around 4:30, around this time. And then she dropped me off, and I went inside to hang out. I was the only one awake. So I went to grab a blanket from my room. I told my mom, I'm turning off the light. So it was off. And then she looked in my living room, and she said there was a little boy who was about 6 years old, and his eyes were all red in my living room. And she didn't tell me this last night. I was hanging out in my living room all night, watching a movie.
Okay.
It's pretty creepy.
You get to be the cameraman. Okay, so after we dropped her off, we were kind of hanging out on her porch because it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we were standing over by the door. And all of a sudden, I just heard this, think of the creepiest laugh you can imagine.
From a 6-year-old.
And that's what we heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw one of the cracks in her, little wooden
shack.
pane.
You mean the shack?
No, not the shack.
Oh.
The actual
the door?
Porch.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I saw, an outline of, a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything to Jessica then because I was too freaked out.
Nobody says anything to me, especially after the little kid in my living room.
So anyway, we heard the creepy laugh, and of course, I have a knife on me at all times.
Yeah, and your water bottle, much like this one, you carried it out, and you were holding it like, ooh.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is there was nothing there.
Yeah.
We just heard the creepy laugh. But an hour later,
that's when the little guy,
Julie's mom, mentioned that
he was in my living room.
And when she was asleep at about 1:30 p.m.
Yes.
Oh God,
so,
you have to.
So, 1:30 p.m. this afternoon, I was asleep, and I was the only one in my house. So my mom came to check on me. It was 1:30 this afternoon, and she said I was sleeping, but she said that there was a little boy standing in the doorway of my bedroom while I was sleeping, and she was gonna go and check on me, but he shut the door. I guess it slammed. I'm a really hard sleeper. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, so this is the creepy house investigation.
Yeah.
This is video number 1.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Julie and I are too chicken to get out of my truck.
Yeah. Tell us to man up.
Yes, please, YouTube. Please tell us to man up. Because we're trying to draw inspiration from our favorite YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Sunshine Girl! Woo!
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get out yet because my dog was freaking out earlier. There's nobody out. And me and him were standing outside. Don't ask why. But he started freaking out. He was growling and stuff. I watched my language that time.
Woo-hoo.
For you guys. But
Okay.
he was really freaking out. And I don't know, like an hour later. Or no, when I was outside at the same time. My outside door opened and it shut by itself. And it wasn't the wind. It wasn't this bad earlier.
No, earlier it was like a slight wind, not even
It was
enough.
just a breeze.
Okay.
Yeah, and then something was walking around on my porch
Okay. Julie,
when I was inside.
I think it's time to man up.
No, it's not time yet.
Yes, it is. Come on. All right, guys. This will be YouTube video number uno. We'll post the second one soon.
Yeah, I
So,
hope I don't lose my sandals. I'm sorry, I'm wearing sandals if I run.
okay,
Yes,
so it'll be YouTube number
2. It'll be YouTube video number 2 soon.
Okay, so YouTube, peace.
Woo!